Hello everyone, my name is Matthew, and this is Learn the Lingo. Welcome to Lesson 61 of Hebrew Basics, a series where we learn the essentials of Hebrew grammar. Today, we are going to learn a new binyan called the Hiphil. Back when we started studying binyanim, we saw that there are 7 of them. 3 active, pa'al, pi'el, and hif'il. 3 passive counterparts, nif'al, pu'al, and hof'al. And 1 reflexive binyan, the hitpa'el. So far in this series, we've learned the pa'al, also known as the kal, the pi'el, and the pi'el's passive counterpart, the pu'al. Before we start learning how to make the hifil, let's review how it is often going to be used in relation to other binyanim. When a root is used in the pa'al, or kal, in general, the resulting verb will have the most basic meaning of the root. When the same root is used in the pi'el, the resulting verb can have a more intense meaning or a causative meaning. For example, the kal verb lishvor means to break, and the pi'el verb from the same root, lashaber, has a more intense meaning, to break to pieces. The kal verb lilmod means to learn, and the pi'el lalamed means to cause to learn, or to teach. The hifil is often used for this same purpose, to cause someone to do the action that the kal verb from the same root describes. Many roots are used in the kal to make verbs that describe their basic actions. Some of these roots will use the pi'el to make a verb that describes causing someone to do that action, and some roots will use the hifil to do that instead. The first root we'll look at today is a new one, zayin, kaf, resh. Firstly, let's put it in a kal infinitive, lizchor. This verb means to remember. That means if we put the root zayin, kaf, resh in a causative binyan, that verb will mean to cause to remember, which in other words would be to remind. This particular root does not use the pi'el to make this causative verb. Instead, it will use the hifil. So let's learn how to make the regular hifil infinitive to remind with the root zayin, kaf, resh. Like any infinitive, this one will start with a lamed that means to. In the hifil, this lamed will have a shva just like in the pi'el. After the lamed, we are going to have a letter hey. This hey appears in a few different tenses in the hifil, and in the infinitive, the vowel on it will be a patach. Then we get our first root letter, here a zayin, and this letter will have a shva, ending the syllable. Next we have the second root letter, the kaf. If this second letter changes sounds with a dagesh, like bet, pe, or kaf, we will add the dagesh, and the following vowel will be a hirik, and in standard Hebrew spelling, this hirik will come with a yod. That says e, and like the hey before the root letters, is something quite characteristic of the hifil binyan, appearing in many of its verb forms. We end with the third root letter, resh. So our first hifil verb, to remind, is lahaskir. Lahaskir can also mean to mention in certain context, since mentioning something is, in a sense, causing others to remember it. Let's say you need to remind me, speaking to a group of women. You feminine plural is aten, and need in feminine plural form is tzerichot. To remind is lahaskir. In Hebrew, the person being reminded of something will be referred to with the preposition la. We've seen la, meaning to and for, and it's also used in some places where English doesn't use a preposition at all. There are many places in English and Hebrew where there are differences in how prepositions are used. So when you learn a Hebrew verb, it's also good to learn if any unexpected prepositions are used with it, like lahaskir using the preposition la. Back to the sentence, onto la, we add the suffix e, which means me, making the sentence, aten serichot lahaskir li. You need to remind me. Aten serichot lahaskir li. Not every hifil verb will have this kind of causative meaning. Some roots just make their verbs in this binyan, just the same as we've seen with some pi'el verbs like ladaber, to speak, which don't necessarily have an intense or causative nuance just because they're in the PL. An important root that's used in the Hiphil is tav, chet, lamed. In a Hiphil infinitive, this root means to begin or to start. Let's make this verb. We start with the lamed with shva, that means to, followed by the hey with patach, used in Hiphil infinitives. Next comes the first root letter tav with shva, the second root letter chet, followed by a hirek and yod, ending with the third root letter lamed. Lachatchil, to start or to begin. Let's end today by saying, I want to start today, where the I speaking is a man. I is ani, and want is the masculine singular form of the kal present tense, rotzeh. To start is the Hiphil infinitive lachatchil, and today is hayom. Ani rotzeh lachatchil hayom. I want to start today. Ani rotzeh lachatchil hayom. And that's all for today. If you enjoyed this video, please like, comment, and share. And if you want to learn more Hebrew, please consider subscribing to my channel and checking out some of my other videos. And I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.